came in just to get away from my children. Like, I just want somebody else to talk to. Because when you have little people, it's like, I can't hold a full conversation with a little person. So I came in America not planning on being here, not planning on being director, just wanted something else to do. 14 years later, I'm still here and cannot leave because of just all the wonderful people that I've met in the process, other consultants, other directors. So we also have in common that we're both military. So this moving around and bouncing around, it's difficult sometimes. And so when I was in Alabama at our last station, my director would say, pull up Facebook and, we're just going to message people. And I was like, I don't know anybody here. So I started messaging friends of friends. And so when the pandemic hit, I was kind of already familiar with how to find people on Facebook because I had already been doing it. I would find a friend, a customer that was in the area, and you always think of birds of a feather flock together. So decent people normally have a couple decent friends in their friends list too. So when the pandemic hit, it was like, okay, we really got to utilize Facebook because it is not safe to be out there just talking to people. Like I would go in the store and not even make eye contact with people. Like, I can't look at you because if I look at you, I'm gonna want to talk to you. So I would just go in the store and come on out. So what we've been doing is the goal is to get put in Facebook jail. And you send out enough messages. It's just like throwing a bunch of seeds. Not all of them are going to fall on good ground, but if you throw enough seeds out there, something is going to fall on good ground and somebody's going to say something. So if you, how many of you ladies just, put a hand up or say something? Do y'all already have a customers group, or my customers group? I know I have one, Jay has one. So it's real important to just have a customers group. And so I went through my group and said, okay, who's my decent customer? Who really loves me? Because the people that love you are going to speak highly of you. And I would go down their friends list. And actually, my computer was being disrespectful because I was going to let me get the message and I'll post it in the chat. But this is literally what I send to people. Let me find one. And my goal is to get put in Facebook jail. And so let me go to the chat. And so I said, hey, I always hope that people are having a wonderful day. Hey, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm looking for one more lady to be a virtual face model for a spa skincare session. It'll only take 15 minutes on Zoom. Can you help? And so normally people will ask, well, what is it? Okay, let me come back. Well, what is it? So then I'll voice them. Hey, girl, thank you so much for responding. Because you can do videos for people on Facebook through Messenger, or you can just send them a voice message. So I'll say, hey, girl, thank you so much for responding. I would just love to share with you my 5 favorite products and get your opinion on them. And so the opinion is really how we're closing people. So the same way that y'all do, Take It Off Tuesday and y'all are doing skincare parties, I thank them for just allowing me to talk to them about their skin because they didn't have to. I feel like I let people know that I appreciate them. What we also do is we post them on Facebook. And so I'll take a picture of theirs and repost it and just thank them publicly. Like, hey, girl, I thank you so much for being one of our virtual face models. Really enjoyed talking with you. I hope you have a wonderful day. And then their friends will comment. So these are more people that I can now reach out to. So during the facial, I let them watch me wash my face. I always use the cleansing brush. I sell so many cleansing brushes because I romance that bad boy. I'm like, girl, this right here. And Janae, I said, that's one thing me and her have in common. We are animated. So if you are excited, like you will get other people excited just because you're excited. So I talk about how, this joker, it oscillates 12,000 times per minute, 200 times per second, get your face 4 times cleaner than just using your hands. I put it on there. I'm scrubbing my face and just talking about it, just like we friends. I treat everybody like girl, I know you forever. And so one good thing about me, and I don't know, Janae, if you have the same quality, I can be nervous, but you'll never know. I'm nervous before every appointment, but I do it anyway. And that's why we do it afraid. Because you never know whether they're going to buy, whether they're not going to buy. But I pretty much, before I get started, I ask them about their skin because then I also want to know which skincare regimen to talk about. If you're the type of person that is making your stuff in your own home, if I talk to you about Time-Wise, you're not going to care because it got chemicals in it. So you're going to really want to be geared more towards naturally. So I asked them, tell me a little bit about your skin, what you use, and if there's anything about your skin you like to change. And then they'll tell me, and then I'll have the skincare sets already in front of me so I know which one to grab when they tell me about their skin. I go over all the skincare products. And then my mentor, the most genius way to close people, because people don't want to buy stuff. I've literally had people, say, I don't have any money, but you can come. And then when I get done, pull out a $50 bill and buy something. When people say they don't have no money, I don't pay them no mind. You just don't want to give me your money. But if I show you something that's going to be beneficial to your skin, if I show you something that you really think that you're going to love, you're going to pull some money from somewhere. A woman will find a way to get her hair and her nails done. So if you really want this skincare product, you'll find a way and pull from somewhere to get what you want. So the way we close people is I'd like to thank people again. Just thank you so much for just allowing me to talk to you about your skin. I'm going to post this publicly so that way I just want to appreciate you. And so if money was no object, what would you get from what I shared with you tonight? And most people say, oh, I get all of it. Oh, yes, please get all of it. I get all of it. And so I try to keep it down to 5 products. So it may be the cleansing brush in a miracle set, or the cleansing brush in the repair set, or the cleansing brush in the natural set. I try to keep it down to 5 products. And then they normally say all of it. I've already had in my mind, well, you can get all of it for $280, and I kind of read people's body language. That's what's nice about video chatting with people. You can kind of read their body language, whether they go, like, girl, are you crazy? And always start high and then go low. So if they kind of make a funny face when I say, you can get everything for $280, the cleanser set's going to last you about 6 to 8 months. Because even though Mary Kay says our cleansers may last 2 or 3 months, I ain't never run out of a cleanser in 2 or 3 months, especially not the repair. Since it foams up so well, you only need a little teeny bit. So I let them know the value of, this product is going to last you for a little while. You're going to really, really love it. But if you need a budget-friendly option, we do have the mini sets, and I do sell a lot of mini sets, and then people will replace their products and get the larger sets afterwards. But that's pretty much how we do it. And I'll have a 15-minute appointment on Messenger, because I send out my messages, and I just go to, the spot where it says, you may know this person, or people that have sent you a friend request. And I'll just sit there and copy paste. I'll lay in bed, watch TV and copy paste. And normally some people don't like to go into Facebook jail. Even when you go into Facebook jail, you can still message people that you've messaged before. You just can't message any new people. But my goal is going to Facebook jail, because that means I've sent out enough messages. You have to send out a lot. So about 50 people will put me in Facebook jail. And then it's only for 24 hours. The next day you can send out messages again. But normally about 3 to 5 people will get back to you and set an appointment. I'll ask them, are you available now? Some say yes, some set an appointment. And I literally have sold repair boxes to complete strangers. I've come across the lady that she kind of threw me for a minute, because when I called her on Messenger, because we set a time, I called her and she said, you must have been in my head today. She said, how did you know I was feeling ugly? I didn't know. But, by me reaching out to her and saying, I really need one more person for a spa skincare session. And she was already feeling some kind of way about her skin. She brought everything. And so she absolutely loves the products. And I'm glad I was able to be a blessing to her and be encouraging to her as well. So I really try to be personable when I'm talking to people. I try not to just be Mary Kay. I small talk while I'm washing my face. I find out about them. And then I close the sale and ask them, from what I showed you, if money was no object, what would you get for yourself? Now, of course, money is always an object. I personally do not mind letting them split their payment in half. I need your card number on file, and you can run half now and run the other half on payday. But a lot of people don't really want to do that. So I give them that small box option, so that way I can at least get you on the skincare. You're going to love it, and you're going to continue to buy more. So I talk really fast. So I'm going to open it up for questions. If anybody wants to know how I do something, or what do I say, or I'm going to open it up for questions if anybody has one. No questions? Okay.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So say you don't have any products and you're doing these virtual meetings. How do you do it then?
That is a wonderful question. Janae has products. So like, for instance, I have one of my girls that she doesn't have any products yet. She's reinstating her business. So we'll get on Zoom or Messenger together, and I'll pretty much do the presentation for her, and to help her get an order where she can order some products for herself to do the presentations.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you.
That's a buddy. Look. And while y'all are in GIQ, Janae's probably gonna do everything, but like everything possibly to help y'all sell, because y'all are building a wonderful unit. We're going to be y'all gonna be a strong unit. No looking back. Antonio from the DIQ department, he said, don't look back, it only hurt your neck. So anything that's legal, she's going to help you do at this time.
That a year ago, but we're going to have 2020 vision this time and keep on going.
Yes, just stay focused. Not everybody's going to buy from you, but when you post that, you know, when you're being kind to one another and saying, you know, thank you for allowing me to, you know, give you a virtual appointment. People see that. So then when you send out more messages, they say, oh, she is legit, because she is actually posting the people that she's done virtual facials with. Whenever you're working with Facebook, you can't look like an undercover consultant. If I look at your page and they ain't got nothing on it, I think this is a fake page. So also dealing with Facebook, make sure you're posting. You can post this or that stuff. You can post, I really love this product. You can go live and wash your face. Hey, y'all, I used to do it all the time. Just go live and wash my face. I only wait for people to get on. Hey, y'all, I'm about to wash my face and tell you about these wonderful products. And I don't say Mary Kay. I do like, it's called attraction marketing, where you talk about what the product does, but you don't really say what the product is. So that way people can kind of reach out to you for questions, and then you can one-on-one customize something for them. But definitely don't be an undercover consultant if you don't have anything on your page about Mary Kay or your business or skincare or just anything, period. Just go ahead and make a couple posts, and like make it a habit to make even a daily post or a 2 or 3 times a week post. So that way people know that this actually is a real page and a real person. Because you will get people that will ask you if it's a scam. And it's like, if it's a scam, I wouldn't tell you it was a scam. But no, this is not a scam. I'm with Mary Kay, and I would just love to help you with your skin. Okay. Anybody else have the questions?
So I need you also to tell them about that emotional management that you had told me about when it comes to.
So emotional management with Mary Kay is very, very important, because, you know, sometimes people are rude. Sometimes they'll hang up on you. Sometimes they'll just say no. Sometimes they'll give you excuses. So you got to think about faces take you places. So if you were doing 30 faces and you stopped at 3, look at all the potential success that you missed out on because you didn't push past being in your feelings. Women, we're just emotional, and we're emotional decision makers. And sometimes we will not continue doing something if we get in our feelings. And so it's about just not being in your feelings, brushing it off, keeping it moving. I've had some very unpleasant moments with people posing as other people. It was a woman's profile, but a man came. And so I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. But I'm not going to let that hinder my blessing. I'm just going to keep going and keep asking, because somebody will say yes. You just got to, I always say, you got to make it. Your blessing is right around the corner. But if you don't make it to the corner to get the blessing, then like you almost were there and you stopped. So it's best to just keep your emotions under check, go into Facebook jail, send out your 50 messages. The Lord will bless your effort. All you have to do is give him something to work with. So like I was, messaging people for Time Wise Tuesday. And I'm like, I got a lot of people that I met that I never asked about anything. And it's like, the more you do stuff, the better you get at it. I haven't warm chatted in a while, and I haven't make calls for appointments in a while, because I've just been, I have a lot of reorders. And so I was like, I'm gonna make these appointments. I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna call her anyway and act like I do. I don't know who this person is. So it's just about having a goal and saying, this is a non-negotiable goal. If I'm gonna work stuff, and you don't have to work stuff one way. You can work stuff on Facebook. You can work stuff in your group. You can work stuff warm chatting. You can, there's several different ways, but you got to just manage your emotions. And then to also reach up. If you're having one of those moments, call Janae, be like, girl, guess what happened? Now, she ain't gonna Me Too with you, but she will, encourage you and give you a task and a goal and say, you know what, I believe in you. You can do it. We're gonna brush that bad experience off. And sometimes we have to learn from the situation, disregard the experience, but just what did you learn from that situation? I need to deal with different people. If you're messaging people and you keep getting you're not getting a response, then you need to pick another friend because birds of a feather flock together. So if that person doesn't have a good friends list, then let's pick another friend, or either go down your friends and see who you've never talked to. My husband did a retirement party. We did a big one for him, and everybody who wished me a happy birthday, afterwards, I went down that list and sent everybody a message and got 2 new consultants from that list. So you never know where your blessing is, but you got to keep asking, keep asking, keep asking. And your attitude and your confidence level will increase. When I first started doing them, I was like, oh, I don't really like this, but this is so much easier. If I can make a 220, 280 in 15 minutes, girl. All I know, I just got to keep asking, keep asking, keep asking, keep asking. And then when you add up your sales for the week, you're like, oh, I did good. So this is just one way if you cannot get out the house, but you can always kind of incorporate a little bit of everything. We ain't got to just stick strictly to anything. You can do a little bit of everything. And that's kind of what I do. I do a little bit of everything. I do a little bit in my group. I do a little bit warm chatting. I do a little bit on Facebook. I'm reaching out to friends and family. I'll go to the gym. I'll reach out to them. So your friends list, normally other friends will come up. Jay, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. I have another question. So I've messed up for 2 days. 2 days I've messed up. I've seen some beautiful faces that I could have asked, but I couldn't figure out, like, in my head, because I realized it was a split decision. I couldn't figure out in my head exactly how to approach them. Like, I got my business cards and everything. I couldn't figure out how to slip it in the hand or something and be like,
okay. Hey. Girl, I'm gonna get you. So the way I normally meet people, so I normally got business cards in my wallet. So this is my card. And so no matter what I'm looking like, my picture's on the card. So they know what I look like when I look decent. I may be coming from the gym or just running out the house. So if I see somebody looking sharp, I'm like, excuse me, would you be offended if I gave you my business card? I'm with Mary Kay and I do free facials and makeovers. And I would love for you to be one of my face models. And because once you get the excuse me part out, they're going to turn around and look at you like, what you want? So you got to keep talking. So if you can just get the excuse me out, excuse me. And so you get better at it the more you do it. I used to you can't tell when I'm nervous, but I do it anyway. I literally remember one time where my leg was shaking while I was talking to somebody, but she couldn't see my leg because I was on the other side of a car. My leg was shaking. I was like, excuse me. And when you meet people, try to meet them with some type of boldness because people like to be around fun people. I started out Mary Kay very timid. Excuse me, would you mind if I give you my business card? I'm with Mary Kay. And they were like, no. And I politely cussed them out in my head as I walked away. So I got to the point where I didn't sweat it. If you said you weren't interested, I would rather you let me keep my card and say you're not interested than take my card and don't give me your number. So normally it's just I literally have warm chatted people in my car. Like if I'm riding by, hey girl, come here, and they come. That's the funny thing about it.
So I'm not gonna lie. On my way to Janae's house, if I see any moms outside with the kids, I'm gonna pull over and be like, "Hey, we have an event going on in 30 minutes. If you're free."
Because women are looking for places to plug in. Because I like to be around people, but it's not just really that safe. So any opportunity to get together, laugh and joke, women are looking for that. We need that. We need to get away from our husbands and our families. We really need to laugh and have a good time. But, just start by, sometimes people need to just take it baby steps. So if you just stop and do you talk to people on a regular basis? Were they just looking sharp? Were you were scared to say something? Like what was the fear behind, I can't say anything?
I couldn't get my words together, my thoughts together, because I'm not afraid to talk to people at all. I can talk to a complete stranger about anything. Like, oh, I really like that. But I just couldn't. I froze for some reason. I just froze.
Well, I love short hair. So normally if somebody has short hair, girl, oh my goodness, I love your hair. Who does your hair? I have no intention of calling that person. I could really care less who does your hair. But sometimes you can just start with a conversation. I have big feet. So I'll ask people, oh my goodness, those shoes are so cute. I don't know if my feet would look good enough because I wear 12s, like they wouldn't be cute. So I literally just kind of chit chat with them until I build up my nerve to say, well, you know what, can I give you my card real quick? I do free facials and makeovers. I would love to have you as one of my face models. Or you could say, can I give you my card real quick? We're actually having a virtual event tonight. I would love for you to be my special guest. So you could do that.
I think that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. So we're having a virtual event. I would love Or you could just let her know, be honest, girl, oh my goodness, you are looking bad today. I'm so nervous, but I could not let you walk by me without me at least just giving you my business card and inviting you to one of our virtual events. Because people, I mean, they like honesty. People like, oh, me? Oh. Or honesty, just, a compliment goes a long way.
Huh? I tell you, honesty gets me every time. I'm always honest, because if I'm a whole hot mess, you gonna know I'm a hot mess. But we still gonna have fun and laugh though. But I'm a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? And they appreciate it. You're right.
Yeah.
They might talk about me. I don't know, but I'm doing something right.
Yeah, exactly right. And as you get used to doing it, you'll do it. It'll be so much easier to do, because warm chatting at the beginning, I didn't like it. And then also, go out with a friend. Just say, you know what, we're gonna warm chat today. You go this way, I'm gonna go that way, or we can go together for a little while, talk to people, and then we can split up, meet back up. Whoever has the least amount of leads is buying us lunch. Make it fun. I've went out where directors we'll say, okay, you got to get your leads, to get your 5 leads today, or you owe me a mascara, or you owe me something, or you owe me $5. Put something on the line which kind of nudges you to make sure that you say something. One time I stopped a guy. I needed 5 leads, or I owed another director a lash intensity mascara. And at the time, lash intensity was on back order. So I was not fixing to give a mascara. I was not going to do it. And so I was in, what was it? I was in a store, and they had mattresses. And so I asked the guy, I said, excuse me. I said, do you have a wife or girlfriend? I said, I'm not hitting on you, but do you have a wife or girlfriend? And he says, no. He said, what you need? I said, I need to give my business card to one more person so I can go home. So he literally took me across the store to another employee and was like, she needs to talk to you. That girl is still my customer this day. So just say, maybe give it yourself a goal to say, you know what? I'm going to talk to 5 people while I'm out. I have to give my business card to 5 people before I go home. And you know what? If you really want to go home, you'll make sure you hurry and get 5 business cards out. And so the more you do it, it would just come to second nature. I go through the drive-through. Excuse me, girl, let me give you my card. You are gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I have an appointment with her tomorrow. You are gorgeous. I would love to give you a free facial makeover. Or I would love to have you come to one of my virtual events. I would love for you to be my guest. And people are flattered. Like, oh.
That is amazing. Mom, did you have a question really quick?
Follow through. Yes. I get the names. I get the numbers. Follow through is my problem. Is Latasha problem? Yeah, I'm calling you out, sis. Yeah, it's Lonnie problem. Getting to be Lonnie problem. We're not gonna let it be a problem. But follow through. I mean, I get the names. I meet people. I don't have a problem talking to people, and I give them my digital business card, so I get their number. You know, I'm like, hey, I said, I'm all about, contactless. I said, can I get your number? I'm gonna send you my digital business card. And the digital business card has my good picture on it too, And so I get their number and I send them a message and be like, hey, it was great meeting you. And when I save them in my phone, I save them by like where I met them at. So it jarred me, But after I make that initial contact, I don't know, I freeze up how do I contact? Yeah.
I don't even look. I got a number right here on a receipt. I met her. What day did I meet her? I met her on the 2nd. I just now called her today because I said I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna stop getting people's names and numbers and then being too afraid to call them. So I actually, how me and Janae talked today, I was thinking like, what's the best time to call people? Because I don't want to call people while they're at work. I don't want to keep calling and being a pink stalker. So I said from now on, between 5 and 7. I'm going to sit my behind down and I'm going to call afraid, whether I want to or not. That first call is excruciating because I don't even know what to say. I'm like, I hope you ain't answer the phone. But then somebody does answer the phone. I'm like, hey, you remember I met you? And then I have to explain to you who I am because they're not going to remember your name. Hey, this is Nina. I met you a couple of days ago. I gave you my business card. Do you remember me? And then, oh yeah, girl, I remember you. And then it makes me feel a little bit better and I can go into, I'm just calling to see what your schedule's looking like. We're having a virtual facial party. I would love for you to be one of my guests. And then we can kind of go from there. Then I feel, and every person I talk to, even though I don't want to talk to people, that'll make no sense. Every person I talk to, I get more comfortable making that next call. Then I can make that next call. I can check it off. Another option is project broadcast. I'm gonna start using that too. So you have your drip messages where when I meet you, I put you in the message, you automatically get a message. Hey girl, I just met you a few minutes ago. It was really nice meeting you. Or you have a message that goes out to them immediately when you meet them. Then you can have another message all scheduled to go out that night to see what their availability is. You have another message to go out a couple of days, but that way you only respond to the people that respond to you. So that's one of, I used to warm chat and have that project broadcast schedule my appointments for me, pretty much. Love, 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 love. I have that for follow-ups too, because I'll get the customers, but I don't want to call you to follow up. I want your order, but I don't want to follow up. So my system follows up for me. And then I don't mind calling you once you say you want something, then I can upsell you and all that wonderful stuff. But I think sometimes we just get overwhelmed because of unknown. We don't know if you're going to buy something. We don't know if you're going to answer. We don't know if you're going to be rude. So versus calling, because we don't know, we just don't call. So pick a time, even if it's just 1 hour. Hey, I got to spend 1 hour and make calls. I don't want to make this call. Make a list. Go down your list. Do not skip a name. Go down the list and call everybody. And then when you get to the end of the list, you're going to be like, man, 3 or 4 of them answer the phone. I got 2 or 3 appointments. Then you got to feel so much better about it. The next day, come down your list. Don't skip a name. For 1 hour a day, book your appointments. And then at the end of the week, count all your money because you're going to have a lot of it. Just think of when the end of this week comes, I'm going to have so much extra income because I was consistent, even though I didn't want to call these people. Because if I get you on the phone with me, if I get you on Zoom with me, if I get you on Messenger, you're going to buy something. But it's just sometimes the fear of failure, the fear in the unknown makes us not want to do it at all. So I feel like, Mama, once you get them on the phone with you, you're going to sell them. You're going to book that appointment. But we just got to say, I'm going to take this hour for my business. We go to work or the regular job and do stuff we don't feel like doing, but we do it anyway. So we got to treat our business just like a job that we're working for somebody else, but we're working for ourselves. So we got to put more effort into ourselves than we would in for somebody else.
That's it.
Yeah, I expect you to get your leads tomorrow. Call them tomorrow.
She just put a little spin on things. I kind of like that. If you want to go in for the pot, we have a bare minimum. Maybe we at least bronze medal daily with 3 new names a day. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't get your 3 names, I'm trying to get some money. I don't know if y'all trying. Look, looks like Mama Shelly's in on it.
Gloria has 5 names. They could be referrals.
Right.
They could be leads.
I was trying to give myself a little reprieve.
No, man.
She said 5.
And so even if you called up a friend and
said, let's meet in the middle. You said 3, you said 5. Let's do. Let's do 4.
Oh, it's just 4 is not a number. No.
I agree with you, Lisa.
Yeah, it is.
It's either 3 or 5. So
the number one,
let's just go with 5
names a day. Because
let's just go with 5. It's gonna make it just that much better.
Yes, and that could be, calling.
You're killing me, Cora. You're killing me, Cora.
That could be
it's
calling
okay.
Friends up
you're
and
gonna,
say,
you know what, have enough money to bury Cora.
Yeah, you can call one of your friends and say, you know what? Yeah, because I'm not opposed to guilt tripping people. Hey, my goal is to facial 30 people this month. Can you think of 2 or 3 people that I could bless with a $10 coupon? And they can refer you like that.
Do you have? We're recording this because I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this again because you just spilling out too much stuff, and I can't write that fast. Okay.
Listen, she's talking about guilt tripping people just for tonight. Tonight's Take It Off Tuesday. I said, hey, lady, I'm doing a training for my ladies tonight on our skincare class. Can you join as my guest so I can show them how easy it is to get guests and look good? Please. I said, worst that can happen is you win one of the drawings. Guilt trip them people.
I actually sent the same message out to one of my girls who needs some extra money, who I really, really want to go ahead and sign up. Same message. Hey, I just want to show you how easy it is. Girl, it's too easy. All you have to get on is get your people on. Like it's never been this easy to sell Mary Kay. You ain't even got to say nothing. If you get your people on for anything that Janae has plugged in and anything that her senior has plugged in, all you have to do is get them there. And so, guilt tripping somebody with a $10 coupon, girl, you know what? I really appreciate you. My goal is $35. Can you think of 2 or 3 people that I can gift with a $10 coupon, which is only really $5? And it's going to be off of a set. We're just not doing $10 off of a set. So microdermabrasion set, miracle set, it has to be a set. And they would, they'll give you referrals. I have 3 referrals. One girl couldn't, she didn't know when she was available. So I mean, with your schedule. I only want to talk to you 15 minutes. I try to move in with you. So if you're kind of beating around the bush, like you just don't want to say no, then I just won't call you no more. But I put those 3 referrals in my project broadcast. Now the 2 that didn't respond, I'm fixing to call them tonight. Because we have to, when we want something more, we have to push ourselves to get something more. So Mama, I need you to gather all your names. Gather them. Write them down in a notebook. Look, I'm gonna show you, look.
It's the hocus pocus, look, the witch.
I gathered my names. Look at all these names. I gathered my names and started putting notes going down. Text them, invited them, text them, invited them. Because all you got to do is do your part. Miracles can happen, but you have to do your part. And the Lord, you got to give the Lord something to bless. Amen. So you can get a $10 coupon. You ain't got to give nothing. Choose. Hey, girl, I need your help. I need you to give me 3 or 4 people's names and numbers so I can offer them a free facial. I'm having a virtual party. Matter of fact, would you like to have your own virtual party? You can actually have a virtual party in Janae's parties in the Take It Off Tuesday. Have a friend, invite all their friends. Hey girl, I'm doing a party tonight and I gotta have 5 guests. Can you invite 2 or 3 people? You ain't even gotta give me their numbers, just invite them and let me know who they are so I can follow up with them. So I come up with the best ideas when I'm just thinking out loud.
That's what we do. We talk for like 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes it's longer than that, and we just be rich. She's like, okay, this is why we talk. This is why we talk, because we don't work through a whole situation. Yes. But I just want to thank you, my friend, my sister. I love you so much. And you have really been dropping some bomb nuggets on us tonight. Oh my gosh. Like everything about it. Miss Latasha said, good ideas. I'm at work. And she said, I need that shirt. Yes. I know she believes she could, so she did. And we gonna do the daggone thing, okay? Yes. So I don't want to keep y'all much longer. Does anybody have any prayer requests for